You're already using Claude to write code and answer questions for you, but the most powerful thing you can do with it is to have it log in and pull data for you automatically. It could be invoices from a vendor portal, your own financial portfolio, or even analytics from a dashboard that you can't export from. But all of these are sitting behind login screens that you can't access through the AI tools you use every single day. Today I'll be showing you how I turn Claude into a browser agent that's able to log in and scrape data in my portfolio, which I would normally have to do manually. To do this, I used Browserless. It's the browser infrastructure that gives Claude the ability to log in, browse the web, and scrape data for me without it being blocked by bot detection. And I did this without having to write any code, so let me show you how I set it up and how it works. So here's what we're building today. I prompted Claude to go into my portfolio in Yahoo Finance and tell me about the stocks that is saved in my watch list. It was able to log into my account and go into my portfolio and return all of the data structured in a table. And I didn't need to type in any login details for the prompt since I could just provide it the authenticated profile called Yahoo Portfolio. And Claude is able to use that logged in state across any other tasks that I ask it for. I'll show you how to set this up. The first thing you need to do is set up Claude so that it has access to an authenticated browser session for Yahoo Finance. To do this, you log into your Browserless account, and on the left menu tab, you're going to see a page labeled Profiles. Here we'll be able to create and see the different authenticated profiles we have set up for Claude. And as you can see, I have one listed called Yahoo Portfolio, but I'll delete it and show you how to set one up. To add a new profile, you're going to have to click the New Profile button, and I will click the Sign In via Remote Browser. Here we can set up the name and the URL of the authenticated profile. I'm going to call this Yahoo Portfolio, and the URL is going to be the Canadian version of Yahoo Finance. I can then go into Advanced, and under Proxy, I could select Canada as the country that I want to access it from. And then I just press Continue. This will then tell me the steps on how I have to save a logged in state for the live browser session, and I'll click the button that says to open the auth flow in a new tab. It will go to the URL of the Yahoo Finance site, and I will navigate to the login screen by clicking the sign in button on the right. And here I will submit my login details. And once it's logged in and the page is loaded, I then click the Save Profile button at the top right. This then redirects us back to the Browserless dashboard, and we can see the new profile we created called Yahoo Portfolio. Now, going back into Claude to have it access this profile so that it can log into my portfolio and scrape data, I'll have to connect the Browserless MCP. To do so, I'm going to press the Customize button on the left and look for the tab that says Connectors. Here we're going to click the plus icon and specifically add a custom connector. We can then set up the name, so I'm going to call it Browserless, and the URL will be the following, which I'll also paste below in the description if you want to copy and paste it as well. And it's going to be the URL of the Browserless MCP. Then we click Add. Afterwards, we'll see on the right tab that we'll need to log into our Browserless account to connect it. And once that's done, you'll be connected. And here we can scroll down through the list of tools and see that the Browserless agent has been added. Now we can go back into our chat and start prompting to use the Browserless agent. I'll be showing you a demo of it next. I have the following prompt, which I'll also share in the description if you want to follow along yourself and try it out. It says, using the Browserless agent, go to the Yahoo Finance URL that I shared and log into my profile called Yahoo-Portfolio and get the data of the stocks on my watch list and share as a table here. We can see that Claude creates its own browser session and can reference the authenticated profile that I created. And it also states that it's already logged in when it loads the page up. It's then able to navigate to my portfolio, specifically my watch list, and extract the data of the stocks that I have saved currently. It provided me an in-chat table, but I can also update my prompt further if I want this data in a different way, like a spreadsheet or a file. And since Claude has access to this authenticated state, I didn't need to send in any login details through the chat. So that was how we gave Claude an authenticated profile so that it's able to navigate and scrape data for me behind a login screen. If you run into any issues or have any questions while building, feel free to leave a comment below. Leave a like if you found this useful or helpful, and subscribe for more tutorials. My name is Chloe. I'll see you in the next one.